Good morning, you guys. Good morning. Good morning. Liz is coming in just a minute with us this morning. Tracy's not feeling good, but good morning, Ben and Myra. Good morning. Uh, Let me see. I'm trying to get Facebook up. There we go. And let me see this one because I want to make sure I keep up with comments. There we go. Oh, goodness. It's so hard figuring this out. Um, Guys, good morning. No, good no, morning. No. There we go. All right, comments there. Hi, Mario. Good morning. I am trying to figure out. There we go. Okay, got it. Hi, Michelle. Good morning. Good morning. We'll have Monique in the chat in a little because we can't figure out how to get her. There's Monique. Can't figure out how to get her live. Ben, I got to have a meeting again with Tiffany last night, and we're still praying she gets into the program that lasts about 9 months, and it's with the Christian based. And when she finishes this 28-day program she's in now, what they do, she told me, is if anybody wants to, that the pastor that comes and talks with them sometimes, that she can be baptized. Hey, baby.
Hey.
It's just me on right now. But yes, she'll get to be baptized, and then she'll start that program. She doesn't have to be baptized. It's just, I think it would be good, it'll be good for her if that's what she wants, to feel like everything's starting over and new. But so I've got to see her live twice, and then she calls me. So that's good. Let me see if Lizz is having problems getting on. Let me see. Nope, there's all right. There's the link. There she is. Let me. Okay. There you are. There she is. So, but Myra, it's so good to see you this morning. So good. And of course, Ben. You guys will continue prayers for. Oh goodness, Leticia's family that is sick with the virus. So her son and his children are doing better, but she's still concerned for her daughter-in-law. So we'll continue prayers that they'll get better. Myra, how are you doing since you've gotten out of the hospital? How are you doing with you still trying to get better? Tracy's still not feeling good. We were on this morning on FaceTime, and she went back to bed. So continue prayer. She's got upcoming surgery to remove her spinal stimulator. And then there'll be another one to do a new spinal stimulator. And then continue prayers for a very close friend, sister, daughter, family that I consider what God has given me, not born to me, for her to get better, get well.
Amen.
Yeah. So whenever I pray for the family God gave me and not born to, that includes everybody in the chat, everybody that's that I talk to all the time because God's blessed me with a big family now. Big family. My shoulder, I did some laundry yesterday, so I'm having a rough time with my shoulder hurting today. I do have my sling on. That's one of the things the ladies, where's your sling? Got my sling on, but it's still troublesome. It's aggravating because it's something that holds my shoulder up, but yet pulls on my neck. The background looks like a oh, there's Kent. Good morning, Kent. Aw, thank you. Woo woo. Well, Ben, starting out ahead of the game. Yes.
I tried saying teaching in a cute way.
I had I'm really not feeling this today.
Mute the.
And
it is.
Lizz said, not feeling what? I said, oh, putting on makeup. I said, it's bad when it's a job to put on, to even take your shower and try to wash your hair. Oh, man.
What's causing that interference?
Well, Myra, I'm going to tell you. MawMaw, she lost some of hers, but I'm going to tell you, the doctor that did hers, the podiatrist, he saved her life many times because had she not stayed on top because of diabetic, had she not stayed on top of stuff like that, she would have lost her leg. And like he would tell her, losing her leg at her age would have been the same as losing her life. So, yes. Got to stay on top of stuff like that.
That's exactly right.
And Myra, my pinky toe's kind of black because I broke it when I fell off my chair the other day.
Oh,
good morning, Terry. You didn't know that, Lizz. I went to reach down and my arm was in the sling. I went down to plug something up, and you know how you take a cord in your left hand and plug with your right hand, and I guess I snatched myself right out of this chair. Hit my head. I still have a knot on my head. Hurt my cheekbone. I knocked myself out. But I don't know how my right toe got broke. I don't know. But Myra, yes. You keep up with what's going on with your feet. People don't realize that.
Makes a difference.
Yes.
Hi, everybody. I can't see the chat really well. I've got my grandson's phone here trying to keep up, so I can't really comment, but just wanted to tell everybody hello.
Yeah, Terry's got type 1 diabetes. He's a type 1 diabetic. When was your granddaughter diagnosed, Lizz?
I'm sorry?
When was your daughter your granddaughter diagnosed?
My granddaughter was diagnosed a year ago this past October.
Yeah, so that was a whole learning experience.
That was a whole other world we've entered into, but she's doing really good. She's a real trooper about it, and she's cooperative. Some days I think it gets old, but she's got a real good attitude, and we're thankful for that.
Well, that is sort of like Karen, my sister-in-law, sister, wanted her brother to be in better health. So she went on a program and she's lost 30 pounds. Terry, I won't be able to open it until I get offline. But yeah, send me any pictures. You know I love that. But Karen was worried about Keepin's health, so she bought him a program of food and stuff to jumpstart him losing weight. and he is kind of on his way to 30 pounds down. And I'm glad because it kind of helped me. And Casey, he does his own thing and he doesn't like eating out. So it kind of helped jumpstart all of us. So the whole family's lost over, heck, going on 60 pounds now, the whole family. Hi, David. Hello. Good morning, Super Dave. Good morning.
Hey
Good
there.
morning.
Hey there.
I was just talking about my family. Hey, good morning, Chris. My love, good morning.
Oh, good morning, Chris.
He's not. It's meant to do that.
But yeah, so I've lost 13 pounds. 14 pounds now down. And I'm just so glad. You know, a doctor told me you don't have to buy the chips and stuff, but fresh fruit and vegetables cost so much. He said for a bag of chips, you could buy this.
Hey, David Carlisle.
But guess what? Yes, you can. So we're not buying chips, no chocolate. You guys, I haven't bought M&M chocolates in over a month. I did the last hurrah, bought the bag, ate the M&Ms, and that was it. So, and I'm not even wanting it, you know, getting my water in. Yeah, no cravings on this plan. I eat every 3 hours, and that was something that was hard for me to do. I'd go all day without eating, but
well, that works with your other issues with that surgery you had with the stomach thing.
And the surgery caused me to become hypoglycemic.
Yeah.
So when I would have those crashes and then crave sweet, you know, chocolate or something sweet, I would eat that. And then it raced my heart too much. And then boom, I'd be right back down again. So now I either do the shakes with fruit in them or in yogurt, you know, smoothies, or I do the bars like I did this morning.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't stay on a diabetic diet, Terry, but no bread. I think I told Casey throw the bread away. We had like 3 loaves of bread. I told him throw it away. We've had macaroni and cheese in our cupboard. I'm not cooking it. That would be awesome, Kent. That would be awesome. We got to figure out how to use MawMaw's meter, glucose meter that she had. So
yeah, it's not difficult. It's not difficult at all, really.
Sometimes when I'm feeling lightheaded, Casey will go get the oxygen thing and put on my finger. So we have all that. From when MawMaw was here, we have the check blood pressure, check the glucose, but we just got to figure out how.
Yeah.
But I'm not having where I feel like I'm about to pass out all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not having those lightheaded moments as much. But I tell you what, once you get used to it, of eating every 3 hours stuff that's good for you, and you don't have it on hand, you really, really feel it. No.
Yeah, she had to step in the water.
I can tell.
There was no getting around it.
And I didn't know what had happened to me one day. I left work and went to my doctor, which was right down the hill from where I worked. And she said, "What's up?" I said, I was so mad at work. I said, I done got to shaking. They put my lunch at the end of the day. I ain't had nothing to eat. And I'm angry. I said an ugly word. I threw some paper and I was sweating. My palms of my hands sweat. And she explained to me, and she checked my blood sugar. She said, you could have went into a diabetic coma. I said, "Well, I'm not diabetic." She said, "No, you're hypoglycemic." She said, "You could have very well passed out at work, just
Mm-hmm.
like somebody that has high blood sugar. Yours is just as dangerous."
Yep. Yep. And you could have
Make sure.
passed out driving to the doctor's office.
Oh yeah, and gotcha. But yeah, she said the anger, the breaking out in the sweat, and all of that, the heart racing. She said all of that was.
Yeah.
She said, "What are you eating?" And that's when she was telling me I wasn't getting enough calories. That's when I'd lost 100 pounds.
And you weren't getting enough protein.
Mm-mm. Nope. So,
Yep.
yeah. So I'm doing non-fat yogurt, which is not sugar-free yogurt, but it's non-fat yogurt. Um, and it's not, oh, and almond milk. Karen told me try almond milk, and I tried it a little bit just out of the jug, and I'm like, I
You
don't
like it?
know about this. I do now. I use it in my
In your
smoothies.
coffee?
Well, not in my coffee. I drink black coffee, no sweetener.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just like my tea. Um,
Good deal.
oh wow! So you were diagnosed real young, Terry. Even with Kevin's weight, he hasn't. He is not diabetic, but
That's good.
with what he's lost, I told him, I said, you might not have to get a new CPAP machine mask. I said, if you lose enough weight, you won't need the CPAP. I know, David. That is exactly what my sister-in-law that brought it to me. And I said, well, they have soy milk. They have
Yeah.
soy milk, coconut milk.
Yeah. I don't know how they make it, Dave, but that's cute.
But
You're
it's
funny.
unsweet
You're funny,
almond
David.
milk with vanilla, but it's unsweet. But
Yeah.
it's okay. I wouldn't want to just drink it. How long, Myra, can you keep if I hard boil eggs? How long can I keep them in the refrigerator?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't even know. I wish I could eat them. Because that's the perfect hypoglycemic breakfast. But I can't eat
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, you punch a hole in it. That's how you milk a coconut. I have a tree frog in here, you guys. I have a tree frog in here. But
What? Really?
I hear it. To my left, it's like Hoarder's Gone Wild. So it was bad enough, but when we moved out the thing behind me. Okay, so Myra said for about 2 days. Okay, because I could add those to Kevin's salad.
Yeah.
And he's got some pancake mixes that I could do him like 2 small waffles from that mix. And it's all of that is, it has the calories right, the carbs right, all of it's balanced. So
That's
I
right.
haven't tried them yet. And I told Kevin, I said, you can actually have you 3 eggs one day with a couple of those small waffles that I could make for you. But I told him no grits. So we still have Wheaties up there and cereal. I have not even eaten my Lucky Charms. 2 huge boxes of Lucky Charms.
Oh, wow. Are they open? Is one of them open?
Okay, no, one of them is, but I rolled it up and clipped it and hadn't touched it. They are safe for a week after boiling if I leave the shell on. Gotcha. On that, I could even make him some deviled eggs as long as I use the light mayonnaise. So I'm enjoying this. To start with, I was overwhelmed when Karen told me about it. It was a lot of do's and don'ts, and he's got to have this, and he's, got to have this. And it was very
Mhm.
overwhelming because I didn't understand. I couldn't comprehend until you could throw all the recipes at me, but I still couldn't comprehend until I actually saw and done the stuff. So he can have so much lean meat and then greens. The man could eat green beans every night. Um, I I slaughtered the asparagus. I just have to call it that. I slaughtered the asparagus. One time it was limp cooked. The second time it was burnt. So everybody keeps telling me, "Oh, it's easy. You put it in there for 10 minutes. You do this and this," and it was good. A piece of raw asparagus was
Mm.
good to me. So I told Casey, "You'll have to help me with that, son, to make sure we time it
Yeah.
to where I don't overcook it." And fish. We're to food talking today, you guys. Welcome to the foodie talk. We got individually wrapped tilapia. Casey said tilapia is not real fish, but we got they're individually wrapped in a big old bag from Walmart, and they're actually good. I did fix him some tilapia one night, and that's the night I burnt the asparagus. Bless you.
Thank you. Thank
So,
you.
oh goodness, you guys.
Yeah.
I'm tired. It's Monday and I'm tired. Yeah,
How's the
Monique.
shoulder doing? It's
Hurting.
talking to you, huh? Talking
Yes.
to you.
Terry, I don't have an indoor grill. Half stick butter, chopped clove, olive, cook on grill or cook in the oven 15 minutes. Oh, okay. Myra sent me a recipe. Thank you, Myra. See there?
Oh, cool.
See, and we're using olive oil. And even Kevin's green beans, I even just put a little bit of butter on the amount he
Yeah.
was eating. Instead of like I used to, put a stick of butter in them and let them keep cooking. I didn't even do that.
Mhm.
So I'm enjoying eating better. I'm enjoying.
But it's when your body is being fed healthy food, it helps cleanse it, and it really makes a difference on how you feel.
Yeah. Um, when I was growing up, Mom would always buy the asparagus in the can. I love, canned asparagus. It is very expensive
I
that
didn't start
way.
liking asparagus till I was about 30 years old, or a little
Well, and
later.
I like raw spinach, so I got baby spinach to
Yeah, raw
do a
spinach is
smoothie.
good.
Yeah, so I to do a smoothie, and I had the chocolate from the package that we got. I put some ice cubes. I put the baby spinach. I put me some blueberries and a couple strawberries
Mhm.
and low fat yogurt. I mixed all that up, and it was so doggone good. It was like a chocolate black cherry. And I told Keith, I said, "Oh my gosh, this is so good. There's my greens." I said, "You want a taste of it?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "You make it sound good." He said what he tasted first was the spinach. I said, I can't taste the spinach.
How can you separate that from when you blended it together?
How it just blends together. It chops up
Yeah.
the spinach. So I don't know. He just made the funny. I said, well, excuse me. That's okay. I'll save my spinach for my own self.
Works for
I know
me.
you. Yeah, I know you can I could make an omelet with it for me if I wanted, because I love baby spinach. I just don't like
Yeah, the
cooked
baby
spinach.
spinach is really good. That's what we put on our tacos now instead of regular iceberg lettuce when we make hot tacos at home. We
And
chop up baby spinach leaves, and
David, thank you for popping
it's
in.
really
Thank
good.
you. Thank you, David.
Take care, David. Good to see you again, hon. Bye bye. God's
And
blessings on your world.
I've only had one carbonated drink because when I got sick last year, I started drinking. Oh, Myra's going to go on a hunt for me some good recipes.
Uh-huh.
You know what I would say? Have a good rest of your indeterminate amount of time.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
I always drop my mouth open when I read. You guys know that. Oh, about soda. When I was sick, I craved Sprite, diet sugar, diet Sprite. So
Uh-huh.
from the cherry Sprites from Sonic that you can get sugar free, but still the carbonation after you have any kind of gastric or any kind of stomach surgery is not good because it causes either your pouch to stretch or it just causes excess. You think about it, if your stomach's small and it's up and you drink something that's fizzy.
Interesting.
I remember, Kent, when you got so sick and how you've had to keep up with everything. But yeah, me and Casey went through Sonic and we got us Route 44 waters with lemon and lime in it.
Oh, that sounds good.
Mm-hmm. So
I just continue to drink unsweet tea. I can't handle lemon and lime or lime in my water, but
ooh,
I do like to drink water too.
yeah, that kind of helps me sometimes. But I haven't even opened my tea yet. It's in the fridge. I got 2 gallons and it's decaffeinated. So it's
Oh, that's good.
yeah. So unsweet tea, nothing. I just like it plain, no sweetener.
Yeah, me too.
But I
All that stuff
really,
just ruins it.
when I stepped on,
we're both from the South, and people think everybody in the South drinks sweet tea. No, not everybody.
I've been drinking unsweet tea since I was a kid. I'm the
Me
only one
too.
that liked it.
Since high school, for me, I would drink sugar in it before. I would drink sweet tea when I was little, but in high school, I switched to unsweet tea, and I've been going like that ever since, and I'm happy with it. In fact,
Well,
my youngest daughter, who lives near me, um, she was raised on unsweet tea, and she doesn't take sweetener in it at all, and she doesn't take. She used to not do sweetener in her coffee until she started getting these flavored coffees, and now she's succumbed to the sugar in her coffee. But she doesn't put sugar on like grape nut cereal or grape nuts flakes or something like that because we raised her not eating it that way, so she developed the taste for that flavor without it.
Ben, I have some fresh raised, not raised honey, but I have some local honey, and it's good too. So sometimes I'll just get a little bit of on a spoon because to help with my allergy problems, because that's the best thing if it's local and you're getting whatever's in the air. Yes. Yep. Myra, I was supposed to not eat or drink, not drink they said it could be 30 minutes before and
Yeah.
then an hour after. And I used to think, how
Wow.
in the world am I not going to drink? I always would start out with my tea. I'd order tea and coffee at the same time. Anytime we went to Waffle House, I'm
Uh-huh.
like, how am I going to do that? And they say you either get sticks of chewing gum, you get you some kind of sugar-free hard candy until you can drink. So, yes, that is very true, Myra, because you don't want to fill up on the water because you need to fill up on what your body needs for nutrients.
Exactly.
And that's something I'll drink coffee most of the day. But I don't know how I got started just black coffee. I just like black coffee.
Yeah,
But now
that's how my dad used to drink it, and my husband drinks it that way too.
I don't. Now I do like fruit coffee from Starbucks. Every now and then we'll do a Starbucks run, and that's caramel, salted caramel. That's what I like. But
Mhm.
if I'm home, I just like my coffee black, and don't give me no weak coffee because I'm not putting anything in it. So that means if it does not taste like coffee, might as well be drinking hot water.
Yeah.
I love the taste of espresso. Yeah, I stepped on the scale the other day. I said, I'm going to quit weighing. I said, I'm going to just weigh once a month now. But I stepped on the scale. I'm like, really? 5 pounds? From one day to the next? What in the world happened? But I drank all my water that one day and boom, they were gone. I'm like, uh-huh. Yep.
Hmm.
Um, me and Kevin and Casey. Casey got us a new couch for the living room. We finally have a living room after years and years and years. Using it as a
Yay.
bedroom. And so Casey got us things. Got the sofa's got two recliners on each side,
Ooh.
and you have to push button them to lean back and everything. And then I'll do that.
That
I'll
was
do that.
nice of him.
So anyway, Casey rented a movie for me, him, and his dad to sit in there on the new sofa and watch a movie. And I'm sitting there with my feet propped up on a ottoman thing that I bought. And it's leather, so it kind of matched the couch. I'm sitting there and I'm looking. I'm like, oh, wow. I said, all three of us have ankles. I said, look at our legs. We have ankles. I like iced coffee too, Myra. But when I drink iced coffee, it needs to, I like it. Now, I do put stuff in it if it's iced coffee. All right, a DVD player. No, except for on the computer. I don't have like just a regular one. I have one for the DVD player for I could put on my laptop. Kent, I don't like warm coffee either, but everybody knows I top my coffee cold. I like it hot. And when I got my stimulus, I bought me and Casey these Starbucks double insulated porcelain cups. They did it so good that actually I burned my mouth. I dropped it the other day. I dropped it because I was having to reach over with my right hand to sit it on the table beside me. And I dropped it on the floor and broke it. And so now my coffee doesn't stay hot long enough.
There's sausage biscuits.
Oh. Just throw the
Ben,
microphone.
in
Well,
my
Liam.
kitchen. In my kitchen, Ben.
I got it.
Hey, Gene.
I,
We hadn't seen Gene in a while. Used to
Okay.
we'd only see him in
We
the
got
car.
to do your thing. I kind of take a time out here because I got to set up breakfast for the kiddos. I'll be right back.
Like where I used to sit in the kitchen, Ben, behind me was always that's our coffee setup. So now I let Casey put all the coffee pods up there and do all that because he has a certain way that he does them. He's got that OCD about that. We're supposed to get the little things from left to right, and his daddy just get one, and out of the middle he don't care. So I just kind of, if I go in there before Casey, I'll just kind of straighten them back up. But hey, that's okay. I don't complain. I'm just glad the kitchen's on him and not me now. But yes, I love coffee. Hi there, Glenn. Good morning. Good morning. So glad to see you. So happy to see you. Look, you guys, I know I'm rambling and I always do. I absolutely have missed everybody. Oh my gosh, Ben, same here. Casey has his French press. We've got, we just recently had to get a new Keurig. So it's got the Keurig thing and then the pot next to it. So Casey can make a pot of coffee. He has his French press, or it works as a Keurig. When ours broke, I had to put Old Red in there in the kitchen. And then when we got the new one, we brought Old Red back. But yes, sometimes I could just walk in Starbucks or sit in there and just smell coffee. It's funny how the other day Kevin had he sweetens his coffee with the fake sweetener. And he had about that much left in his cup. He said, "Do you want the rest of this?" I said, "Well, I don't like sweetener in mine." And the smell of the new couch, the new scented thing Casey put in there, that he likes the woodsy earth tone smells. And then I smelt that coffee and it just bam. It took me back. It reminded me of my dad. I know that's weird. Well, no, smells play a big part of our memory. But I just smelled it. And it just took me back to when my mom and dad, anywhere we went, if we were on a family trip, they had their thermos. And, my dad's been gone for quite a while now. And it just took me back. And so I'm standing there just sniffing the cup. Just sniffing the cup, thinking of my dad. That's what you meant this morning, that your brother had that. That's something I'd want to do, Monique, if I could. Good morning, Diana Brianna. Good morning. Grandma's Adventures. Good morning, Lindsay, one of my girls from church. Oh, good. So Lindsay got into their new house. Yay. I'm so glad. I am so glad, Lindsay. I've lost touch with I call them my girls, the ones that I watched grow up. Yes, they did. Oh, she was a little firecracker. I remember. First time I took Tiffany to take her for swimming lessons because she was afraid of everything. And I remember seeing Lindsay, little bitty short Lindsay. My daughter was always tall for her age because she's 6'1" now. And boy, there was Lindsay just like a tadpole, just jumping in and wide open. Yes, I will do that, Diana. I'll just make sure that I rest my arm before. Oh, Gianna. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, Gianna, my husband tickled me. He said, "Do you know Lily?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "You talking about Gianna's daughter?" He said, "Yeah." And he was laughing. I said, "Are you looking at one of her Facebook posts?" He said, "Yes." And he got to describing it to me. And I just told him, I said, "That's Lily. That's Lily." So he was laughing. Yeah. As long as it's not around 5, because I try to make sure Kevin has something to eat by 5. Still, but most of the time now he wants to eat about 5:30, which sometimes makes it easier. Oh, there is Darlene B. Good morning, Darlene B. She is on Facebook. Let me see. Oh, I got a hot flash again, you guys. It was terrible this morning. It was just totally terrible. Whew. Yeah. Yeah, Gianna. When Kevin first discovered Facebook, back then, Casey was really, really wild. And he would say, "Did you see what's on Casey's Facebook?" I said, "Baby, just keep going. Just keep going. Just keep going." I said, "Just keep going." Oh, Lily loves her some Casey. She loves her some Casey. Sure does. Oh, yeah. Casey drugged me out Saturday. We went to Walmart, the place he got the couch, and then Kroger. And I'm like, I was so tired by the time we got home. It's hard to say just walking around makes my shoulder hurt, but it does. Gianna. Yeah, just these young people just keep on going. Oh, makes her papa proud. I don't do Facebook as much other than FaceTime. Since I did this, sometimes I think people on Facebook knows what's going on with me, because when I'd be on here every day, you guys knew. Oh, Neville, good morning. Good morning, my Aussie friend. So glad to see you. Yes, she did. She did, Gianna. Me and her had a long talk one day. Casey knew what was going on, and she asked me if Casey told me. I said, "No. If you call Casey about something, no, he's not going to tell." I said, "He keeps your confidence. He won't tell me." But yes, she did. So I'll pray for her. I will most definitely be praying for our Lily. We always can't. We just love our kids, and we have to pray. And for those that's just joined in, Tiffany is in her rehab. It's not the 24th. She's in her rehab place. That's just a 28-day program. Then I'm praying she gets in the Christian-based program, which would be 9 more months. So she did 3 months in jail. I signed a petition to keep her in jail. And I told the courts, I filled out a paper because I'd already talked to the clerk when she got arrested last time. I signed a petition to keep her there and said, I wrote on the back of it, if you let my child on out today, she will die on the streets. Good morning, Leticia. So that's what I petitioned. Me and her dad signed it. She was upset because she thought we showed up at court to get her out. But she was in there right at 3 months. So now she's in the drug rehab. And then the next thing would be go to what they consider a halfway house, sort of. But there's 2 different ones. And she really wants to be in the one that lasts longer. And it's faith-based. She needs that. She wants that structure. She's not ready to just go to the regular halfway house for them to get her a job. And she needs a lot of structure right now. Yes, Ben. And the area she's at is where my husband's favorite football team is from, University of Alabama. So he was excited when he found out that the stadium was right down the road. And so we rode by that and took pictures. He was so excited. So he said, we'll have to get a motel up there one day. And he wants to go to the Bear Bryant Museum. I'll go with them. I'm not crazy about football, but he was like a kid in a candy store up there riding around. And like
Well, that's the
Tiffany
thing
said,
about marriage. We support each other,
yeah, and even Tiffany said, that would be so cool, Dad. I'd like to go to that museum. So, we'd have to make a night of it. And, when she can leave for a certain amount of time and we can get together and do something like that.
Hey there, Neville. Hello, Gianna. Hello, everybody else that I missed.
She said prayers for Lily. She did put up there so I can say it.
Okay,
she has
good.
4 days in the courtroom. Let's pray for her, please.
Oh, no.
So, yes. So I told her that Lily talked to me one day. Me and Lily talked a long time about it. So,
Good deal.
Leticia, I told people we need prayers that your son's feeling better, the kids are feeling better, but we still really, really need to remember your daughter-in-law and the family in a whole for having the virus. I'll say the virus. Thank you, Leticia.
Hello there, Leticia.
This time she's more clarity of mind because she come off the street and directly into like a program last time.
That's
This
really
time,
good that she's got more clarity.
Yeah. This time,
well, she kind of knows what to expect a little bit too. That helps.
Oh, see, I knew that, Ben. See, Ben, he wanted a new bike, so he helped he fixed his wife's house, and so she wasn't upset when he got the new motorcycle. Yeah, that's from years. See there? That's from years of being married and knowing how to finagle stuff. But, 3 months, right at 3 months to learn.
Unplug that thing.
To learn the jail system. Instead of somebody just saying, if you don't stop this, you're going to end up in jail. They don't understand until you're actually in there. So, yeah, she learned what it was like. And she says she don't ever want to go back. But it took something that my mother-in-law couldn't do. No, none of them could to my brother-in-law that's passed now. They never left him in. Kevin tried. Kevin tried. He even called a judge one time and said, please don't let him out. But they always did. It was made too easy for them.
Mm-hmm.
Love you, Leticia. And blessings on your family.
Yes.
So, Tiffany doesn't look at it bad that she spent that time in jail. I told her it was hard to do, but we had to do whatever to try to save her life. And
Definitely.
And the rest is on her. Like she said, they could send her anywhere, but if it's all up to the person, not the facility.
That's right.
But there are some facilities better than others.
Well, yeah, that happens. Sometimes some places don't suit your personality too.
Well, I know one.
Or your belief system.
I know there's one on the Tennessee line. It's Alabama, but the Tennessee line way up above Birmingham. I know a lot of people that's been to that one, and they come back just as messed up. But then there was the one person that come back here that she's still doing good. Yep, Ben.
Isn't that cool?
She said one guy, he's a preacher now. He's been 15 years clean and sober, but that he still goes to the meetings.
You want to watch?
And I said, well, reality, Tiffany, you might always have to go to the meetings. I said, and there's no shame in that. I said, because even if you share your story, you're somebody else, just like these stories that you're telling me about these people. I said, one day you'll be that story for somebody. One woman, she said, was a professor, and she lost everything. Wow. She lost her kids. She lost her job. She absolutely lost everything. Hers was almost a story like Tiffany. She had gastric. The gastric turned really bad. They put her on all this pain medication and left it. And that led to heroin addiction.
Oh, wow.
So, oh, wow. See, Ben, that's why I tell Tiffany. That is amazing. And that's why, I know there's no judgment here.
Awesome, Ben.
It's a safe place I can talk about it and not feel like people are, oh my goodness, can't believe she'd just say that about her daughter. But, it took me a while. That's wonderful.
That tough love thing is hard, but sometimes it has to. It's the only thing that will work.
Yeah.
It's really hard though.
Yay, Neville! Neville's over a year smoke free now.
Awesome, Neville.
Yep.
Awesome, Ben. Man, you got a lot of miracles happening. That's great.
That's why there's people on YouTube, or the girls that one of them, when she puts how long she's been clean and sober, is such a wonderful thing when she puts how long it's been, because I remember when she first started that journey.
Yeah, it's a blessing to see.
Yeah, it's a day by day thing, Ben, and it's like my struggles, and I tell Tiffany I struggle with things, so my struggle's not her struggle. My sin's not her sin. We all sin and fall short of the glory of the Lord.
Yes. We all need a savior.
A lot of people don't think judgment is a sin, but it's in the
It
Bible.
is.
It's in the
It is.
Bible. Judge not,
Judge
lest ye
not.
be judged. Yep.
That's right.
And remove the plank out of your eye. You're talking about a speck in that person's eye. Well, you got a plank in yours, and we know what that means.
Yep.
And
Exactly.
so, and cast whoever's without sin, cast the first stone. I remember one night somebody had posted something terrible. Good morning, Willow, on Kevin's Facebook. He didn't know what our situation was, but he made a comment, and it upset Casey. It upset Tiffany. And, I put in there, I said, well, if you're ready to cast stones, then get your stones ready and come to our house. Because you will be throwing stones at our home. And my son, that's at home, doesn't bother nobody. He doesn't bother nobody. He minds his business. So I think he apologized on Facebook and he withdrew his comment.
Good deal.
Ben Kevin quit everything except tobacco. He quit smoking, but he still dips. He still does skull. So, that can lead to throat cancer and lung cancer too.
Jaw cancer, mouth cancer.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But I found out that tobacco is, I believe, the most addictive thing out there.
Yeah, but mouth cancer.
And it's totally legal.
It sounds like you wouldn't be able to
Oh, goodness. Yes. Okay. I'm looking at the time, you guys. It has been going on an hour. And I am enjoying myself. And I have loved seeing all of you guys. And if you guys, any of you want a prayer request, let me know and I'll write it down because my memory's crazy. And
is there any?
My memory's crazy, and today is the tax cutoff time, and I still have forms to send to my tax person. So, the pet hamster, Pat, as Dwayne likes to call it, my crazy hamster in my head, cannot think of too many things at one time, especially on tax day. I should have already had this done, I know, but I didn't. And Ben, I will send you that address. You guys, I love you all. LizzAnn, thank you for coming on here with me today.
I'm glad I was able to be available. Sometimes life just gets in the way, and sometimes I just can't sleep, and I end up having to sleep in the morning, and I'm sorry.
Oh, hey, CC. Good morning. Yeah, that's why I tell her, everybody, I'd go down the list. Traci's still hurting too bad, and LizzAnn can't sleep, and Denise had that loss. You guys, she's not ready to even come in the chat right now. You guys continue to pray for Denise Neville. I know you probably don't know Denise, that's usually on the panel. Her husband passed away almost 2 months ago now. We were on a Tuesday, and as soon as we signed off, an hour later he was gone. He just right there in her house.
That was just so sudden.
So she just, and then she went through, she caught pneumonia right away. So we almost lost her too. So she's not physically and mentally strong enough yet to come live or to be on the chat.
No.
So you guys please keep her in your prayers.
Not that. Oh, there it is.
And of course, Traci. Keep Traci in your prayers, and Denise. All right, Kent. Learn how to do those sugar-free cookies. I love you guys.
Love you all. God bless you, your family, your world, and beyond.